man lived down on Sarsbury Road. They were Americans, him and her, and they used to run a hair club. And they'd go around the roads asking people getting their hairs done, and they paid by the week. Remember your mother getting it done, and then your next turn was when your bill was finished.
Oh,
you know,
a co-op kind of thing.
Yeah, they were Americans, him and her, and I think they ended up with a shoe repair shop up our Ballyfermot. But I always remember they were Americans, and they used to knock at the door, and people used to get their hairs done, perms or thing, but you paid by the week for it.
Oh my God!
So by the time that was finished, you were due. It was like a club. You were due the next one. I remember that really well.
The penny club.
Yeah, and I remember them going around collecting shoes and repairs and all that.
Yeah.
A lot of that's gone from Ballyfermot.
Yeah, of course.
There's a lot of that gone from.
There's no dry cleaners in Ballyfermot.
No, you have to go to the alteration.
Well, we had Prescott's. We had Prescott's. You remember?
That's
it's gone a long time.
Do you know where I get
we had Inco? Did we have it Inco?
Inco was I
cleaned. There's none in Palmerstown.
Oh.
And
what about the one that used to be up at Jackie's? Jennifer's
gone. It's a laundromat now. It's not they don't do dry cleaning anymore.
Yeah.
So I had to go to DeMarlo's in Tala, you know, up there opposite the square.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
The one in Clondalkin wasn't open. It wasn't open till Tuesday.
At that time, when I started school, I started in De La Salle. We used to start.
Oh, that's right. You had it for it.
And you were
Well, I started here in this building of St. Michael's.
Yeah.
That was 1954 when this opened here. Yeah. 53 was the school. 52 was the De La Salle, and for 53 they rented out the top row.
We started over here, and then you were brought over here when they got rule. Thing. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember starting here in this building, St. Michael's, I think it was called, and boys and girls were mixed.
Yeah.
I can't recall what year it was, whether it was senior infants or first class. We moved into Gabriel's, and the boys went to
that's
the
right. I started off here.
I think that's the communion year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's communion done that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And what road are you from yourself?
Lally Road.
And always Lally?
Always.
Go
My
on,
mother and father got the house.
Oh my God, in the States, yeah.
That's why I'm saying, you hear people talking about things that's going on in Ballyfermot, but you think you don't know anything, you know, it's like, you walk into a place and I find they look at you, like where is she come, and yet you're all your life in Ballyfermot.
Yeah.
I had the county bar around the corner from it, and I stood in it once. And that was, I was with a girl one night, and she forgot her key, and she knew her husband went in there for a pint, and we went in, and they all kind of looked. And I said to the fella,
a stranger to them.
is Joe O'Brien around? And he said, yeah, Joe's gone out the toilet, you know. He said, who's looking for him? And I said, his wife. And he said, his wife? So we didn't know Joe was married. Joe didn't know, and never did. They were all kind of funny things when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because she was never with him, they didn't even know him. You know, all things that happened, really.
Oh, right. And what about yourself? What road were you from yourself?
Oh,
I'm not Dublin, I'm from the country, but I live on Ballyfermot Road.
And when did you move in yourself?
Over 40 years ago.
Oh, 40 years, I'm sure you.
The lower end, near the Laurel's pub.
Oh, yeah, across there, yeah. And anyone else, yourself? Ballyfermot Road too? Yeah. And who said they were in school with each other? Who was?
Myself, Helen.
Helen. And you were all in school?
Class.
My God almighty.
We ended up with 70 in the class, we had 60.
That's right, yeah.
Because they were coming in from Back Street, the school was closed.
That's right, yeah.
And they had to, they had to do their primary, so they had to come in. Yeah. And it was Sister Mary Ferrigal.
Oh, tell us.
Sister Mary Ferrigal was a really cross one. And Sister Mary Valentine was kind of soft.
And then it was Eleanor, remember Eleanor?
Yeah, she was a young nun, wasn't she?
Yeah, they know, but they were
She was you wouldn't know.
That's where you were coming in from there.
Sorry?
That's where you were coming in from, Bag Street and Whitefriars Street.
Yeah, that's
there, yeah.
we wore no uniforms in school. You wore your own clothes. That was
Okay,
That's right.
You went in your own whatever your mother had for
I
you.
went to school as well.
Yeah, you only wore a uniform when you went to the secondary.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Did many of you go to the second?
No.
Same
that's-
I did.
Did you?
I didn't
For a
go.
year.
That was a pain then at the time,
Yes,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
€50,
1967
£50 you had to pay or
That's right.
something, and that was a lot of money, and if you didn't have it, you didn't get in.
I know.
No.
And the nuns set up, they were telling me, some of the nuns were telling me, they set up a song classes and cooking classes. I said, that sounds very sexist now, but they set it up for the likes of people leaving early school.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember doing that like
Yeah, they
that.
told me that they set up that sort
Yeah,
of
I
thing, you know.
remember doing that.
Do you?
Yeah.
In 7th class, they set up cooking and sewing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for anyone leaving
Because
school,
I
yeah.
stayed on. I stayed on the extra year, you know.
Yeah.
Because we were only 13.
Yeah.
So then I stayed here, and then we were 40, and then you could go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they did say that they did that, you know. And can you remember, Rita, many people in your class? Many at that time?
Quite
A couple of names even now.
a few, yeah. Gladys Elliott and
Gladys Elliott, yeah.
Bridie. Can't think of her second name.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few.
My God almighty. And you made
Pauline
your...
Sherlock,
Yeah.
Pauline Sherlock, Pauline Reynolds.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, 3 Helens
And
in one
Moody.
class.
My God, yeah.
Oh, by the way, one of the girls, Pauline, not Pauline Sherlock, the other Pauline, they went up to live in Palmerstown. And I was up in Palmerstown in the 60s, going up to see a friend of mine. And they were all pretending they didn't know me. They were all on the one road because they didn't want it to be known they were from Ballyfermot. Yeah. And they were all looking away. And I was laughing my head off at the idea of this, because there would have been girls probably sitting in the seat beside me.
Yeah.
And but that was when we got the word consequence.
Okay.
You know, somebody who was desperately trying to be what they're not.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And there was people on Kylemore Road, and they would walk down the road with family, and they'd look over your head. And we were all in the same boat, but they would bring up their children to think it was important to pretend you weren't from there. You know,
That was true.
Stuck up, you know.
I found that, people would tell me that. And one girl actually wrote to me one time and said for years she didn't say, she's moved down the country, she didn't say she was from Ballyfermot because of, and then people would give their addresses. They go, they live up the top of Ballyfermot, but they give her Sarsfield Road in Chicor, you know.
Sarsfield Road was in Chicor.
Yeah, I know that, I know.
Lally at one time, I think they used to get bills, and the SB bill used to come in for Inchcore. But that end was kind of, used to call it, but people went by that. I knew a girl, and she always said she lived on Sarsfield Road, but when she did, but I mean, that's how she got into her job.
Yeah.
And that would have done that
She
at
was
the time.
Anita Notario, remember she worked for
That's
her?
right, yeah.
Her mother always swore she lived in Inchcore.
Oh,
It was part of Ballyfermot.
I know,
But that's like when I married Dominic and I came up here, my mother thought I was going out of the house. You know what I mean? I was going to get into trouble and all that. She was terrified.
But then everyone, when you think of it, was in the one boat when they moved to Ballyfermot.
Yeah.
You know,
It's called Ballyfermot.
Before they went to better, they used to say, yeah.
And my family used to say that.
Ballyfermot.
Yeah.
You know, it was, at the time, far enough for the people that lived in town
Yeah.
and stuff, you know.
Because a lot of people used to go on holidays down home, and that's how we got to know Dublin people, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how we heard about Ballyfermot.
Ballyfermot. Yeah. Gee. And what roads are you from yourself?
Blackditch.
And were you always from Blackditch?
No, I lived in Tormondog till I was 5, and then we moved to Blackditch in 1962.
62, yeah. So you saw some changes up that way?
Yeah, I mean the house that we moved into, travellers lived in it before us. I don't know how they got the house, but there was lino on the walls. That was what? Lino.
Yeah.
Was that wallpaper?
People were very poor. The family lived
Get the lino on the walls.
had no lino on the floor. They were too poor, you know.
Yeah.
Some people were very poor.
They
The
were.
husbands have a very poor job.
Yeah.
You know, and it was times were very hard.
Yeah.
And I know there was quite a few on Kylemore Road where they went to bed hungry.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was simple as
Oh,
that.
no
They were lucky to
doubt.
have potatoes for dinner,
Yeah.
and that was it. And porridge in the morning. And you'd be lucky if you had them. very poor. Yeah. There was families, on Carmer Road alone, there was families of 12. And they went to bed hungry, I can tell you. Yeah.
Was
They
there-
had great ambition to get on.
Yeah, oh yeah, and they did get on.
There was a girl who used to be with us, and she used to go to mass, and she'd come home and her clothes came off her, and her sister was sent then to mass.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
She'd be sent to the early mass,
Mm.
and she'd have to go home, and the clothes were taken off her and put on her sister.
Yeah, I
And
used
she
to go
could
to the
go.
mass and then I come home, my sister wear it.
Yeah, you know, people don't realise there was things like that happened.
Yeah.
And I think there were better times. I definitely swear, because there was more.
yeah.
There was more neighbours, there was more
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
who
they
knew
do.
what you were in. Nowadays they don't want to know anything about you.
Oh,
They're all on phones.
No, but
Yeah.
apart from that, you don't have actually a neighbour
No, you
there.
don't. No,
No.
not like
Because they're all too busy, or they're all something, or I don't know. There's no one you can.
Nobody has time for
No.
each other.
No.
We're lucky because we live in the cul-de-sac and the neighbours are still.
Yeah, but they're probably still around your age group when they, you know what I mean. Not too
Yeah,
bad.
like one or
others
two
are-
older.
Yeah, yeah,
You could still
Yeah.
go to any of them, you know.
yeah.
There's a few we knew, and they'd say, they're big families, you know, girls would say, the first up was the best dressed.
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah, of course.
And what's this the other fella told me one time? You had to sleep at the end of the bed. I know he had to sleep at what way did he put it?
So the girls were at the top, and the boys were at
In
the
other
bottom.
words, they used to go to the toilet in the bed. He had to sleep in the deep end. You know? That's what he told me, you know, one time. So,
Oh,
yeah.
boys and girls had to sleep together because they were young. There's only 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Or curtains put up to the
Yeah,
boys,
there
you
were
know.
boys and girls, yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned there again, I better just find, 73 years in the house.
Yeah.
73.
January gone out, yeah.
My God. Yeah.
73 of the first move in.
So were the shops built across the road there?
No, it was only Colgan's. You had to go
Only
over
Colgan's
there,
was built,
Colgan's.
yeah.
That was the only shop that was there.
73,
And-
Deasy's Road had shops.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Hurley's and then.
Yeah, Crampton's built them.
Sweeney.
Yeah, she walked in Hurley's.
shop.
Yeah.
She had a daughter, Darky.
Yeah, that's right,
Darky
yeah,
worked in
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
shops too.
That's it.
Yeah.
He had a vegetable shop and
Cloak, the
hair.
butler, Desmond Cloak.
Yeah, Desmond Cloak, he was down there then.
Yeah.
But when my mother moved to Kynemore Avenue, there was no leaf on your road. When we moved to Kynemore Avenue, there was no leaf on your road. There was no Upper
That's
Valley
right, yeah.
Fair.
It was only,
No, you had the graveyard.
That's
Yeah.
the
You was
graveyard,
walking in the
yeah.
graveyard, and you had 1 or 2 little bungalows. But there was no leaf on you. There was none of you. There was none of yous that your end. It was only
No.
starting.
Yeah.
It
My
would
nan
be,
had 4 of us now before she got married.
48, 49, 50. My mother moved up to Ballyfermot in 52,
Yeah.
1952.
Well, it would be soon after because I was born in 52, so we moved in 58. So Ballyfermot Drive's houses were built on around the 52, 53 mark.
Yeah, but there was no leaf on your road.
No, it was
There was no spitting, none of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was just the field,
Yeah.
and then they started to.
When
But
my
they had
mother
it
and
was the
father
start.
moved in on
Wasn't
Valley
it?
Road,
They had
The
the
rest of
gas
it was all fields.
Yeah. Laddie Road was one of the first roads that went up.
yeah.
With people living in it, Laddie Road was one of the first that went up. But then, as I said, my mother lived up in Kynemore Avenue, and there was no Leafania Road, there was none of that. They had started only to.
Do you remember the carnival used to be there?
Yes.
Every year?
At the
Along
bank.
with the shops,
At the bank, yeah.
Carnival there, every year there used to be
That's
carnival.
right, I
Used to
remember
be
that.
great,
Yeah. That was
carnival.
great. Yeah, that was we had
And
only
then
moved
across-
in when that was.
Across the road you had your man, oh jeez, what's his name? He used to,
Had the shop?
yeah, the bank there, Sunday morning he used to sell,
Oh, Hector Gray.
Hector Gray, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Stop in there
Hector Gray.
Sunday
Yeah.
morning, every Sunday
That's
morning,
right, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was a.
Yeah, there was always a carnival every year along
Yeah.
where the shops
That's
are
right.
there.
That's right. I remember that. All right. Yeah. Oh, that was
yeah,
a
there was
highlight. That
loads
was
of-
a.
Yeah, loads of things went on. That was the only entertainment you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or innocent days. Oh, and the schools. the brothers ran a cinema.
That was
Yeah.
Did he look
And
on?
that was great, like in those days. We used to see on Saturday afternoon.
Mrs. Rochford.
That's right, yeah.
Mrs. Rochford off the roundabout at the church there. She was there.
She did that.
Yeah, she used to run the shop. Yeah.
Oh, did she didn't run that
Ran the
shop?
shop
Did she?
in the dealer side.
That's right. That was the fourth cinema actually. Could you believe that? Yeah. And then the gala opened up in 54. Yeah.
With her grandson.
Well, I remember the gala when you used to go, and a fella, he only died there, I died thing. He used to put you in the seat, and he'd get you to move up, so two was in the seat.
Oh yeah, it was a big film. Yeah.
He put two in the seat. But when you got in, you were saying, she's gone to the toilet, she's gone to the toilet. How he wouldn't put anyone in with you. Get up, move up, he used to shove you up. And he knew exactly where you came in, because when that part came again, you had to get out. And you thought, we didn't come in, get out. Willie Lockhart. Willie Lockhart, he was from up at Ballyfermot. And he used to do the gala, he was your man in the gala, you know.
Oh, I see,
He actually came from Kymore Road himself, on the corner, you go up Kymore Avenue. His mother lived there, Mrs. Lockhart. And he used to do the gala, and he'd shove you up in the seat. And he'd know on the thing, what time you came in at, you know, and you were all fecked back out. That time was only a shilling to go to gala.
And how anyone collect the turf? Any do the turf?
That was beside
I know Lally Road,
yeah.
that's how we made our gala money, you know.
Oh yeah, these go down with the trolleys
To get to your road, Terry.
What?
Lally Road.
There's Lally Road now, there's a picture of Lally Road.
We used to go
and
to
that's
the
the ranch
Majestic.
across the road. Pardon?
We used to go to the Majestic cinema.
Where was that?
That was down in Chapel Lizard, right beside the
Oh, the Oriole.
The
Oriole, we
Well, it
know.
became the Oriole.
Yeah, that's right.
Majestic for it.
And
And we was there, I saw the Quiet Man down there.
Oh, I see.
Before the brothers and all, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember being terrified in the dark.
That must be the railway.
got used to it. But it was great. And we always down the Chapel Lizard.
Where the two kids are standing, it's Lally Road.
The Kybra seats.
Yeah, that's the Khyber down there where the railway used to
And did any of you dance on the Ritz? No.
No, my brothers did.
Went to
It was
the
they were first a little bit older than us.
Yeah.
And then they were all in it, and everybody met everybody there. You know,
That's how the fellas met the girls. You meet them in a place, and then you used to see either walk you home or what. You never very seldom went with someone.
Yeah.
You know, you went with a girl, but you never kind of went with a fella. You know, fellas used to
Yeah.
they were good times.
And anyone meet their husbands from Ballyfermot? Are the Ballyfermot lads now?
Mine is off the avenue.
Was he?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Bannon.
Bannon.
Yeah, he's off the avenue, Ballyfermot Avenue.
See. And where did you meet him?
At the church.
At the church.
Yeah.
Nice holy place.
It was,
It was a great spot for meeting people, was it? Meeting the...
Oh yeah, but the fellas in young and used to hang out on a Sunday morning. There used to be a little shed in the church, a little thing, boxed and
And that shows your
they used to sell the what you call
The
it,
rosary beads and
everything in it, and all the young ones used to hang around it. You know, it's like the Legion of Mary and stuff like
That's
that.
right, yeah.
You know.
And anyone was anyone in any clubs then at the time? Were you in clubs or no?
Well, the school, when we left school, there was a club in the assembly hall. Run by the nuns. And we were in that, we were 18.
Okay, yeah.
They did everything, drama and crafts and any kind of sewing and putting. Yeah, we did that for years, and teachers would come in. So it was great for us because we were only that age and nobody was growing up at that time. Kids. So it was a great stopgap.
I know what you
And then later on people went to big, what we call grown-up dances.
Yeah.
So the nuns ran that was great.
Yeah. No, I hear that we go into the schools and we talk to the kids today, and they don't realise this. You know what I mean? They're walking in now. They have Lefalia Park now, a beautiful park. You know, they have Margaret's Park. They were the lawn. You know, it wasn't cultivated when we moved in. You know what I mean? So really, that's in a way, one way, I think how Ballyfermot got the bad name, because you were out on the street most of the time playing, and if it wasn't knick-knack or something else, you know what I mean?
Didn't really get into trouble.
kids really played on the green.
Oh, yeah.
And the young fellas with the hoop off the bikes and the sticks. Yeah. And on the remember the trolleys they used to make up with them.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And at that time when you think the humans didn't have trousers or anything on them, did you?
No.
And you sit on, then you put it behind you and you scoot and then jump on down Kymore Avenue nearly out onto Kymore Road there with the buses. And they were all, like they were innocent, huh?
Yeah.
You know.
And then the Calliers, you wrote about that, Ken, didn't you?
California.
Oh yeah, the Carriers,
Yeah,
yeah.
they all went down and the lads all played football
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there.
And I always tell people, I get these things from people because I'm from Ballyfermot and they know, and of course they're always ribbing me, jokes, And I got one about, a fella said to me one time, Ken, you had the California hills out there, you had the ranch, you had the High Chaparral. Says, there must be a lot of cowboys living in the So I do get that from and one I'd received recently, and I have to tell this, it can be anywhere in Ireland, but it happened to be, there's Ballyfermot to me, but this lad wrote to me and it says, Ken, that was shocking what happened in Ballyfermot the other night outside the library. And they took a fella out of a car with £45,000 worth of cash, £20,000 worth of drugs and guns. And the people of Ballyfermot are shocked. They didn't even know they had a library. and I get these all the time, you know what I mean? I get these all the time.
That picture taken of the Pigeon Club?
That one there, I'll get to see if I have it. Yeah, I'll show you that. God, I was in that recently.
Just noticed that lady there, you said she...
I'll show you now, I'll show you.
I live beside her. Ballyfermot, Tina Killeen.
Who gave me the Pigeon Club, Ballyfermot, remembering Killeen, thanks to Joe Hayes for the photograph. I'll show you the photograph anyway.
Just one I know, I need them on it. That'll be a recent one.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
faces to see.
Yeah.
I had one when I was the 12th.
There's Declan O'Rourke on the back. See the two men see the two men standing up at the back.
Yeah.
The one just in front, you can see his head.
Oh, that's the father. Yeah, it's not the son. Yeah.
Young Declan, that's his father. He lives on Lally.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
He lives on Lally beside.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, that would be a more recent one. Like.
But most of the people I use that don't live anywhere around. They live up or Ballyfermot. They live everywhere and they come into it. They don't actually.
Yeah, I was only recently at an 80th birthday party and I couldn't believe it because the last time I stepped it was a tough step, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I was in the once, a fella on Aero became a priest and he said his first mass.
Who was that? Tommy Carr?
What's his name? Gerard McCarthy. And he became a priest and they had a bit of a night in there. He done a mass where a lady is, the statue where a lady is. I was never in it.
Where's Jerry now, do you know?
He's been onto that Divine Province book magazine and stuff. I think he's down the country now.
I never heard of it, didn't crop up. Yeah.
Did you remember Pat Taff on Kymore Road?
Yeah.
Became a priest.
Yeah. Sean.
And look at the church
Tommy Taff.
Don't say too much.
Was he related to you?
Yeah. Lally Road.
Ailish O'Leary.
Yeah, remember Ailish O'Leary?
That's over there. That would have been taken.
She lived down from. You remember the O'Learys? He lived
they live facing
DC. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I haven't got 60 Nally Road. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. And was it just the other thing? And you do Irish dancing? No, didn't do the Irish dancing.
Tap
no.
dancing we did for a while. It wasn't any good. But a lot of girls did tap dancing. It was kind of easier and it was cheaper because you didn't have to get uniforms or anything like that. You know.
They used to do the Irish dancing in that little church.
In there, yeah.
Did they?
She lived facing the post office on DC Road. She used to teach in there.
I see.
I had to give her a name. She was an Irish dancing teacher.
Yeah.
But she used to teach in that
So
place.
she taught in there, yeah.
That took on a lot. Because what's her name died here recently? Whelan. What was her name that died?
Where did she live?
The ballad singer that died recently from Ballyfermot.
Oh yeah,
Nellie Weldon.
Nellie Weldon.
She sung there every Friday night, him and her.
Oh, I see.
Every Friday night she sung in that little club. That's where all the young fellas and girls, teenagers used to go, because they used to sing there, and if you could sing or play something, let's say you played a you could bring it with you and you were let join in. She used to do that on a Friday night, and that her and her husband done that for years and years, and that in church. And then that was the stew house as well.
That's the stew house, yeah, it was, of course, yeah. Anyone remember? Anyone get food from there?
No, I don't remember that. I remember
Or will you just mirror?
Yeah, I've got cake.
You got cake, yeah.
Yeah, prams.
Oh, we used to say to the kids, you go to stew house.
Yeah.
You know, when we kids go.
Yeah, they had an old pram.
I think you could
That's
get
right.
balls for a penny or something.
Yeah,
I used to go into pennies. So what? I want to go around and get a ball.
It was gorgeous. So
Yeah.
they said the food was
Oh no, it was,
Yeah, the Vince and the
yeah.
Paul nuns ran that. The Vince
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Paul nuns with the big wings. They used to run
The
that.
charity,
Did they?
Yeah, the dinners. Yeah, they ran that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a stew house in the day. Then it was
Many
a church.
persons
Then it was
yeah.
a community. There was loads went on in that. That place. And then the woman facing it, she used to hold all the church vestments. So the priest went into her house, changed and walked across.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you know they had there in there?
No, she lives around
Caves.
Mary something.
That's right, I believe
Yeah,
so.
no,
yeah.
my brothers were young. The
You
cave
live-
used
you know
to
where
buy
you
something
are?
like-
I go
And
round.
they come over
Yeah.
to my aunt in the break and
Do you know where the
the
built?
youth colour
Do you know
from
where
Cayley.
Kay
No,
Hodges
Cayley was so
was?
fast. It's
The
great
first
crack.
house.
Yeah. So
Well,
it is
between that, you know where them other houses are built? She lived there, but the priest used to go in there and change his clothes and then walk across for mass. Yeah. And then there was a, what do you call it there? Remember that shop thing they used to, Saturday morning, used to have vegetables.
Co-op.
The co-op.
Co-op.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
all along there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
That was all
yeah.
along there. You know.
Yeah.
I
Who ran the
remember
co-op?
loads of things, huh?
Who ran the co-op?
I don't. There was a few people. What's her name? Lily Ennis. Remember Lily Ennis and Breda? Yeah, they used to run the co-op.
And how was it run? Like, was it cheaper or what?
Yeah, it was like a market thing with vegetables.
Yeah.
And then there was a fella who used to come and he used to do green shield stamps. Do you
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that?
I remember that, yeah. Used to get loads of things on the grey shields.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting the weighing scales and stuff like that. And we still have them about 40 years later.
Well, he used to have he'd have it every maybe month or so. And it was all like stuff that had been sent back to the green shields. And they couldn't get rid of it, so he used to buy them in bulk and have a shop there, and you could go up and he'd auction them off, like an auction, and he'd auction them off. People got great things out. That was in the, it used to be where that tin church was, you know, facing that, there was a block missing between two houses here, I think there was a thing, and they built
Well, I think we inquired about that last 12 months or so.
yeah?
And saying where it was, and
Yeah.
how it's there now.
Yeah.
Newer houses.
Where the newer houses are, between the old.
Nobody ever remembers.
Oh, yes.
I got to say
It was
that.
like a piece of weight slab.
I didn't know.
It was like a piece of weight slab.
See you those, yeah.
Tell Nolan I'll give her a ring.
I will.
Yeah.
Come for lunch today, that's fine.
Oh, tell her I'll give her a ring. I'll see you
It was
later.
a waste, a piece of waste.
Wasteland.
Because Terry lives near that, and there was 2 or 3 houses here, and then you had the waste, and then you had the other. And they used to have the co-op in there. It
Ah,
was like a hall,
yeah.
and you used to do the co-op from it, and then your man used to do the selling of the green shield stamp
Yeah.
stuff.
And then later on they played bingo.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Bingo once a week and everything.
Yeah. There's nothing down there now.
They used to do the bingo in the little South High School too.
Yeah, that
That's
was
right,
right.
Mrs. Jago used to run that.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
she?
right,
yeah.
They were part of history.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right, yeah.
they
That's
were-
right, yeah. Oh, they were, yeah.
They were.
They were great people to, both of them. Like, they were
Ivanhoe,
very involved. Yeah.
Ryan, was that her name?
I didn't know, of
Yeah,
course,
right,
now. I only
sorry.
Mr. and Mrs. Jago, yeah.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, we were very involved, all right. When we're lucky to have people like that, though. When you think about it, like, these people, the likes of Mr. Sweeney, who took over, as I say, the first Tenants Association, and the likes of Dewey Harrison,
I remember Huey.
Bob Hill, the start, involved in the credit union.
Well, the credit union started
in the
credit
dealer
union
sal.
started in the dealer sal.
That's right, yeah.
I worked in the credit union when I was in the dealer sal. But
Did
you wouldn't
you?
remember that up there now. Yeah, oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
the young
well.
one. And we used to take the money in, and there was a book was brought in with that blue paper, you know, the carbon paper, and that would be put in, and on the front it was written what went in, and they copied down. But it was only in the dealer sale, and there was a fella named John Barry. He was John Barry. He was a banker, worked in the bank, and he used to come. He was a relation to Sean Nolan. Sean Nolan's sister was married to him, and he used to come and take the money on a Saturday night. And I always remember he had a little mini car, and it'd be myself, Rosaline Smith, and her sister Pamela, and maybe one or two more, and he'd shove us all in the little mini car, and we went up the bank with him. And he got out and he had the bags with the money in and shoved them in through the. Remember when he had the thing in the wall?
Oh, that's right,
Yeah, John Barry. His mother lived in the shops up after the church. He lived in the row. John Barry was his name.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them people, now, they only went a certain amount of education. But yet they could come out here to Ballyfermot and run that. You know, they'd start up football teams, clubs. You know what I mean? Your own father was involved in the church. He got the medal, didn't he? He got the special medal. I have a picture there of him. Yeah.
Dealers College, you know, Gate,
The credit union.
He lived across the road.
Oh, did he?
And he was the first man that when the kids used to make their confirmation in the church up here, you know, he was the one, he worked for Troyes. Troyes, the men's wear.
Men's clothes.
He worked for Troyes, the men's clothes, and he used to get the mummies to go in and buy them their blazers and their hats and all, you know, and do a thing.
Top of George.
He was involved with the credit union as well.
That's right. Yeah. Very much so. They're great community people though. And they wouldn't have, I'm not saying they wouldn't have the brains, but they had the brains to do that. Fantastic people, you know. Pat Sexton is there as well. He would have been involved in the credit union. There's a great photograph now there. Mr. Sharkey is in that. He's in that, and that's Brother Augustine from the De La Salle. There's a good few of them.
Remember Brother Abel?
Brother
Abel.
Yes.
Yes, well.
He was lovely. But I mean, he always had I don't know, he was like in class with
no, he was very
nice, was he?
Yeah. Oh, they were great people, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying anyone, I know a couple went to work here in Ballyfermot. Anyone went to work in Ballyfermot? Like, I know you did. Yeah, where did you start? Where did you? At the Elephant, okay. And then you moved on to...
I moved on to Cow Supermarket.
Oh, did you? In there? Yourself and...
I know. You're right too. You alright? Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
There's a few different names, wasn't there?
Quinsworth, Isis, Tesco's, all that, I worked in a different shops.
But Hatton was upper Ballyfermot. We had nothing in the lower end. Hatton was always up at the church. When you went past the church, but down there end we really hadn't got anything.
I worked in the dry cleaning at DC Road.
Did you? Yeah. And did you stay long with that then?
3 or 4 years.
Yeah. So
I met my
husband
husband there actually.
Pardon?
I met my husband there.
Oh, did you? In the trainer?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And he worked there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Where was that, Terry?
I think it's the youth club now, the very poor shop. If you come from Lands Road, the very poor shop.
There. That's where the old co-op was.
Colgan's,
It was next door to Breakfast Club.
Yes, and Colgan's, is that called Colgan's?
I think
The shop,
I can't remember.
The shop was called Colgan's.
Yeah.
And then you had the two brothers around the other shop.
David, Brennan. I can still see the two men, but I can't remember the names themselves. Looks like the newspapers.
So did you get any information this morning?
Loads and loads of information, yeah. Thanks very much. And just your own club here that's here now. What do you do? You're called a Wednesday club.
Yeah. We do knitting and crochet and loads of things at Christmas. And people here are very creative. There's a good few girls. Margaret's very creative. Some doing all sorts of things that nobody would do. They're doing very hard, lovely. And the girls here, Carmel and Margaret Canning, They all did stuff, and then Mary, they all did an awful lot of stuff.
That's lovely.
And the lovely look at the lights and all on the shop, you know.
It's a bright sun and old town.
Yeah, beautiful, gorgeous.
And that you sit here for 2 hours, is it? 2 hours?
Yeah. 10 o'clock till 12:30.
Brilliant, brilliant, yeah. And had you the new Lord Mayor down? Had you the new Lord Mayor down at all?
No, not yet.
She's not in,
Civic Centre, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's great talking to you, and
lovely.
you know, as I say, I'll send all these to Audrey, and she can issue them to you if you want them. You know what I mean?
I read your book, Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Ken wrote a book.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's not great. I remember all the memories came back.
I love that now, looking back on it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, I'll make sure she gets on related to the farm. Yeah, I will.
I didn't know any of it.
The fellas used to go to the seven.
You went around that time.
What you say?
Yeah, I was, but I don't remember any of it at all.
She doesn't
Well,
I never heard of any of those
what
people.
year did you come to Ballyfermot?
I was born in Ballyfermot.
Oh,
Well, you were born. Oh, so you were.
How old are you? Margaret's only in her 60s. She's only in her 60s. I'm not trying to know.
Oh, you were only a kid.
I don't remember any of that.
We're going back,
I remember the
We're
gala.
going back.
And we were never allowed in the gala. My mum says, no, you're not allowed in the gala.
In the
Ah,
gallery.
just the gala.
So, what road did you come from originally then?
I lived on Thomond Road,
Thomond now, yeah.
and then we moved up to Blackditch.
Oh, you moved up to Blackditch, yeah.
So when
Mrs.
you-
Dalton.
When the gala was around, right, Mums used to say, you're not allowed in the gala. No,
Oh,
you're not allowed in the gala.
She's strict.
Was she
So the year Mammy died, 2018,
Thanks,
Home
Terry.
Savers opened up. So of course I went in, and I stood in the middle. I says, Ma'am, I'm in the gala.
Oh, Jenny. My God, yeah, the gallery, yeah. That wasn't a bad place, was it? The gallery was
The
good.
gala was great.
It was great.
Great laughing.
Became famous because people used to meet people there, and they'd get up in the middle of the, in between the films, and they'd start walking around,
Running around the gala.
going over to them.
It was fun for that.
It's an easy place.
Sitting on the lamppost.
And I think we're wrapping it up. Listen, thanks very much for allowing us here
again.
and seeing the club.
Went
And
back to work on Monday.
Oh, good.
we'll send you a copy of the video, you know, like that's taken, you know. Oh, yeah, Eva, I'll send it to Eva, yeah. And I'll tell Mr. Munn, you should ask for it.